Everyone, it's moving day. Get your eggs, grab your belongings. You're coming with me. Here we go. This is going to be fun for everybody involved. Nope, never again. I am never moving animals. I will start anew. Anyway, there's that. Today we're working on the barn, the farm, the animals, the crops, the silo. So this is going to be the silo. I've tried 38 times to make it a circle with square blocks. And if this doesn't work, I'm tearing it down. That's not bad. Close enough. It's the best it's looked so far. All right, so I've kind of laid out the barn-ish shape, but have realized it's very boring. So let's spice it up with some white, I don't want to call them pillars, but white corners. Let's see how that looks. And we'll strip these. Yeah, I like it. I don't know if I love the pale oak, but it'll do. It'll do. All right, we'll add some slabs here just to break up the walls from the roof. Again, I might end up using quartz, but we'll start with this. And the new style I'm doing for the roof, I'm trying this new, making the outline first, filling it in, and then doing the roof. We'll see if that's any less tolerable. So we'll fill this in. And we will fill this side in. I'm leaving the silo shape the way it is, and I'll just erase whatever we don't need. Erase. There. So now we'll just fill the roof in. But first we're going to put some slabs here. And some slabs here. And some slabs here just to make it look a little bit prettier. Yeah. And there. A window. And in here, we are going to have two other windows. I'm going to keep them covered with logs for now because I worked too hard getting these little stinking cows over here, and they are not escaping through the window with no glass yet. So, these will be windows. Eventually. It is always raining here. I can't. There, is that too much? It looks like a barn, right? I think so. All right. The dreaded roof. There. There's our outline. I don't mind it. But what you don't see is I haven't filled anything in yet. So we need to do that soon. Look at all the cows I lost along the way. I had like 50 cows. It was like 4. And a donkey. I don't know how he got in there. All right, we are going to fill this in with deep slate tiles, and I'll meet you back around. There. It looks like a barn. It does look kind of uniform, but that's how it's going to be. So, at the top, I've added some white, but I think I'm going to change it to quartz. There it is. Quartz, quartz. There it is. I like it better with quartz. And there's the silo. All I did was bring up the walls that we had already established and put some fences on the outside. And this is the roof. I used planks and stairs, and somehow it ended up, looking kind of like a silo roof. I probably couldn't replicate it ever again. But yeah, I don't think it turned out that bad. I do like the quartz better than the pale oak. I added a few details along the silo. All right, so now we're going to do some crops. I'm going to do a couple rows of each. I don't know which I'll use the most, so we'll just start with all of them. I do have villagers I can trade them to, so we'll start with that. I also added trapdoors, over our water sources so that I don't fall in every 2 seconds, like I was. Another thing I'm going to be doing is every time I get a couple wheat seeds, I'm going to continue the wheat field. I'm in no rush to get it done, but that's the plan. So we get quite a bit done. And in the meantime, I am going to make a little area for our sugarcane. All right, interior time. So this is going to be our grand tour. Let me just put some junk away. I'm tired of looking at it in my inventory. So over here, this is our piggies. And we'll give everyone a little treat. There you go. And over here, around back, I could probably just use the pathway, I guess, instead of running through the wheat. Here is our chicken barn. Hey, everyone. And here is the cow area. Again, looking a little scant, but we'll fix that. And I did put a horse in here because the donkey snuck in, so he might as well have a horse friend. He's cute. Okay. And over here, we have 6 billion sheep. And so we're going to keep those over here. Give them a little snack. I need some wool eventually to, once I get my courage back, to go back to the warden or the ancient city. All right, we got some more wheat seeds. We'll plant a bit more. I use wheat for wheat for a lot of things, so might as well have a good source. It's also kind of aesthetically pleasing, kind of like a crop farm. And we actually had enough to make it all the way to the chicken coop. I called it chicken barn earlier, but it's the chicken coop. And as you can see on the left, I did plant, the right, I did plant some sugar cane. I'm hoping that'll grow fast so we can keep adding. And honestly, I have gathered so much wheat seeds, or so many wheat seeds, I think I'm going to be able to finish up this area. Sweet. One accomplishment for today. There. Okay, I'm going to give you the grand tour of the whole place. This is it. Again, over there on the left, that'll be all sugarcane. It's looking scant. This cave over here on the left, I have no idea what we're going to do with it. But for now, this is my idea for the pathway. So I'm using natural stone, andesite, gravel, and cobblestone, and I'm just kind of randomly placing them around, which is easier said than done. I feel like I think about it more when I'm trying to do it randomly. So out back there, that huge ugly cave, I'm either going to get rid of the whole thing, or I'm going to hollow out the inside and make it kind of a place for all of our farms. Eventually I'm going to make more automated farms. But honestly, I can't decide. It's so ugly. Let me know. I don't know if I have it in me to dig another huge area right now, so I'm just kind of sitting on it for a while. I'll have to go light it up first, and we'll see what we're dealing with. There is a big source of water in there. I mean, big. We don't have any sponges yet. So we might be tackling some underwater business soon to get some sponges, but yeah, see, that's too much for me to put out with just cobblestone or whatever, source blocks. All right, we're just gonna fill this in. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas on what that big ugly cave should become, put it in the comments, because I need a little motivation, or inspiration is probably the right word. In the meantime, it'll just be a blazing eyesore. There's one of my chickens that got loose in the move. Oh man. You know what I should have done is use the happy ghast and attached leads to everybody and just floating them on over. Next time. There won't be a next time. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I wanted this pathway to kind of look like it's a park. So I might add some details after we're done this. You know, maybe some benches or anything else really, to make it look pretty. We'll see how it turns out though. We got a long way to go. There's like 12 chickens that got loose. All right, not so bad. Not too bad so far. We're almost done. All right, just finishing up the last few blocks. We're over by the chicken coop, or we came from the chicken coop area. And I think that's it. Let's take a look. Yeah, I usually use packed mud and mud for pathways, but it didn't go with the aesthetic, so I don't mind that. It looks better than I thought. Yeah, so we're gonna add details now. We're just gonna use some random fences and put them around and see how that comes out. Well, that's ugly, but it'll do for now. Okay. So I use these leaf blocks. I hate them. So we're going to use azalea trees instead. I want the leaves to kind of go over the pathway. So it's like you're walking through a cute little tunnel. Yeah, like that, but only if it's facing the wrong direction. It was a good idea with the leaves, just it doesn't look right. It's ugly. Ugly. There, see, it's kind of going over the pathway. And then you just run through and it's like this beautiful... I'll get this crap out of the way. Oh my god. Get out. So I'm just going to go through and put a bunch of trees in here and we'll see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, look! It's like a little park. Oh god, that cave. Ugh, don't look at it. Look away. Everyone look away. Alright, now we're going to add some lampposts with fences and lanterns. And we'll see how that goes. So, upcoming plans. We need a bastion. Bastion? Because I want the netherite template. Because I want to upgrade my tools and my armor. Because I want to look at that ancient city. But I ain't going like this. I'll die in 2 seconds. I'm going to get some lanterns. Okay. And we're back. Look at it! This needs some park benches. I could use like slabs and what are they called? Slabs and shelves. How do you guys make park benches? Leave it in the comments, please. Best way to make park benches. Also, can mobs spawn in wheat fields? I don't know. Oh crap, I missed one. I'll have to remember that. Yeah, so upcoming Bastion. That's our plan. I have no idea where a Bastion is in our nether area. I feel like we're gonna have to travel for days, but oh well. And just hope that there's a netherite template in there. But yeah, this is all we had planned for today. Thanks again for joining me, all the likes and subscribes and comments. I really appreciate it because I'm having a great time. And I hope you are too. So this is what we got. Doesn't look half bad. It's come look at this big blank space. We're gonna have to find something to do with that. One thing at a time. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. Thanks for coming in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.